Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop for this Saturday morning episode. Bob TV. Quit watching the cartoons. Let's watch watch me watch TV. That's pretty bad, ain't it? The tune's on, man. Okay. That worked real well, didn't it? This rudder thing. Ain't been one of these in a long time. Man, that's a good picture on that TV. Get me a medic. Ooh. Shot it. 3 chips. That's it. Okay, I'll get focused on the part, quit watching TV. Oh, some of you guys is asking about my Beechcraft experience. Well, back when my kids were babies, I was doing tile work, you know, and I made a pretty good living, but wife wanted something more stable with the insurance, you know, a real job. So that was back when you, to put in your application for beach, you went to this little house. It was their hiring house, you know. It was a little house they bought right next to their property. You basically went in there every day till they got tired of seeing you, and then they'd hire you. It took me 8 months, man. And I, you know, went by there a couple, 3 times a week. And sure enough, that lady got tired of seeing me and got hired on. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. Oh, I hated that job. They put me on a router. I was routing out aircraft parts, you know. And you just covered in metal shavings every day. It's loose. Just covered in metal shavings. And worked there 3 months. Just got through my probation. They took a bunch of us in a room, said they was going to have to lay us off. Well, you mother. And, so they said, oh, but you guys can finish out of the week. I said, shoot, if you're going to lay me off, I want out of here right now. I've been pardoned. Went and got my toolbox and they didn't let me leave. Absolutely hated that job though. That just was not me standing over a machine. You know, I was always, you know, work for myself and, you know, other people when I was learning, you know. And we went to lunch when we got hungry. When we got done, we went home. You know, that's just how it was. The faster you worked, the more you made. that just was not me, man. You know, but it's weird. You know, these plants spoil people. You know, they get up there and they make this big money. I've never seen so many people dodging work in my life. You know, they think the plants will close without them. You know, and come on, baby, it's loose. This thing here, let's keep it in there. But they worked harder getting out of work. It just worked. This one guy that was in my station, his trash can was full of scraps, you know, and it's just a little trash can. And he just sat down. I said, "Ryan, what's up?" He goes, "Man, my trash can's full." I said, "Well, the dumpster's right there. All I was gonna do is pick this thing up and go over and dump it in this bigger dumpster." And, nope, that's not my job. So he sat there the rest of the night because that can was full. I couldn't believe it. I want to stay busy. You know, time goes by faster. That's all he had to do. That trash can, and, you know, he could have worked. Oh, not my job, empty that can. There we go.
So, Captain, you work in relationships.
Right. One beautiful rudder right there. I knew that was going to come out good in the mold. When I pulled it out of the vacuum, that is one good part. Move that flashing. Looks good. Beautiful, no voids. Well, I pretty much liked what I did in my tile work. I did big jobs. Big jobs. I had a big crew, 8-10 guys. I did cruise ships for Royal Caribbean. I did big year-long projects here, whole brand new apartment complexes, a couple of big old folks' homes, just year-long projects. Had a couple of them going at one time once. And I always had my hotels on the side. You know, I did a couple of them hotels, and you know, they're all related, you know. And he'd call his cousin, "Hey, got these guys," and I'd be on them big old projects, and oh, Herb Grimes, that guy made me more money than any employee I ever had. I would drop him off at these hotels. And, you know, he'd have so many to do a day. They would empty them out, clean them out for him. He'd go in there and redo them. And had to do so many a day. He was one of my carpet layers. And I'd tell him, I said, "Hey, Herb, you knock out the rest of this wing by Friday, and I'll give you a $1,000 bonus." Just on top of his pay. Oh, Herb, man, he was working full. And shoot, I'd clear $1,500 that week off of that one project, not just dropping the Herb off, and give him a $1,000 bonus. It was back in the day, man. Them big old cruise ships for Royal Caribbean. They would, I would send my guys with the truck, like if we was going to San Diego. They had a dry dock in San Diego and in Mobile, Alabama. I would send the guys in my van, and a couple days in advance, then they'd go pick me up at the airport. They had to take the van because it had all the tools in it. And I'd have to pick me up at the airport, baby. It was pretty cool how I got that contract. The so boy just called me. They was doing a hotel downtown, a whole remodel. It's one of them, it's kind of like little apartments. And they had, you know, a lot of tile in them, a lot of redoing the kitchens, formica, and carpet and everything, man. And the contractor just quit. He just left. So I guess they got on the phone and started calling some local carpet stores here. They was from out of town, and someone gave him my number. And man, I tell you what, I made a ton of money on that deal. I cannot figure out why that guy left. It was easy cash. I took like half my crew over there, you know, like 4 or 5 guys, and had half of them on this other deal. And when we was all done, that guy had the guy that was contracting the job, the main contractor, did the cruise ship too. And he said, "Hey Bob, you want to do some cruise ships?" I said, "Sure." That's pretty cool. Most of them were dry docked, which sucked, man. I tell you what, that was turbo suck. But man, they throw piles of money at you, just piles. Make you work 18 hours a day. You know, that thing's only in dry dock for 5 days, and they want that shit totally remodeled. Everything, plumbing, everything, and you know, and floors, and just everything in 5 days. And depending on how big a chunk of it we did, they would tell us how many guys to bring. You know, if it's a big one, they tell me to bring 8 guys. Sometimes they tell us to bring 2. They flew me and my brother to San Juan, Puerto Rico, put us up into Ritz to do a vinyl bathroom 3x4. Took us about 30 minutes, and we ended up staying there for 3 days. Good times, man. But they suck. I ain't gonna kid you. They suck. He was just a slave to them guys. That's it. Well, you know, they throw piles of money at you. You know, that's just the thing. Piles. Wouldn't be nothing for me to clear 10 grand in a week after paying my guys. You could hear they just like popcorn machines going all everywhere. Yeah, them came out nice. Man, that's a nice part right there, baby. Look at this. There's not one little void in this. Look at this. That is one nice part right there, baby. Washed the part all off. Sand that seam. Very little filling. By the time you sand it, if you sand it right. Scuff it and shoot it, baby. Some panel lines, it all came out good. Good. One time, me and my brother, I had like 4 guys on this job. Okay, and we were supposed to do the carpet in this restaurant or this dining area. way up in the back of the ship on the top by the swimming pool area. It's like a disco thing, man. And it's way in the back. And they, when they stock these ships, they're supposed to stock it for us. We are not supposed to haul nothing around this ship, man. That's all fucking. You know, they take these big cranes in the docks, the ones that's in service and stuff, especially. Take these big old cranes and they load it pretty close to where we need it. Then, you know, we take it from there. And they didn't order near enough carpet. Way short, way short. So they went looking in the front of the ship, up by the bow, you know, at the bottom. They had this kind of like stock room. Big old rolls of carpet in there, man. Big old rolls of Axe Minister, $100 yard stuff. It's got like bamboo running in the backing, man. It's crazy stuff. And they found these two big old rolls they wanted to use on the bottom, man. The bottom of these big old piles. And no room to work. Just we got come along and put the cable through the tube and put a board on it in the back and used to come along to drag it out. Then we had about 4 feet to cut it up. 20-foot cuts, 25-foot cuts. That means roll it 4 feet, roll it up, drag it back, roll it 4 feet, you know, and drag it back, unroll it 4 feet. Oh man, it sucked. Then we had to carry these big old rolls, man, all the way through this ship, you know, and it ain't a straight shot. You know, you can't just go up some stairs and back and you're there, you know, you're like this, you know, all the way in the back. Oh, it sucked. That was beyond turbo stuff, man. That was bad. But that was one of them in-service ones. Stopped at Jamaica. We got off in Jamaica, Cozumel, Mexico. We just, when we pulled into them docks, if you're caught up with your work, it was cool. They didn't care. But you just put on some shorts and a Hawaiian shirt and just whoop, mingle right into them big old lines getting off the boat. But what kind of sucked about Jamaica, you know, the guys kept telling me, oh, you don't want to get off in Jamaica, you know, the other workers, ain't nothing but goats there. And I always heard Jamaica was, you know, pretty cool. Some nice resorts. But Royal Caribbean, to keep from paying the great big old huge dock fees they charge them guys, they went over on the other side of the island, bought a hunk of land and made their own dock. But the only bad thing is there's just a couple little villages up there. Nothing but goats. Yeah, man.